Okay, I think we should get started at 7 o'clock exactly. Okay, let me first introduce myself because I have students from other batches also here in this session. So I am Dr. Sujata from VIT Business School. I am handling lean startup management for the slots TD1 and S6, right? And I today take pleasure in welcoming Sri P.S. Kumar, our guest speaker for today. And also, I welcome students of other faculty handled by Dr. Praveen, Dr. Shafi, and Dr. Shweta. We have students here in this session. And, and I also have a few of my colleagues here, Dr. Praveen, Dr. Chitra. Welcome all of you and welcome all students, right? And um, to introduce our speaker for the day, he's one of the most versatile persons I've ever known, right? He's very bubbly with energy all the time, and I've known him for a few years now. He's the founder of 360-degree transformation, and his passion is to transform people through his workshop. He has over 30 years of professional experience in companies like L&T. And he's also the managing director of a technical startup, ETA Smart Private Limited, which supplies smart air conditioning solutions. And he strongly believes in the capabilities of the Indian youth. He always says that we can be at the top of the world if only our youth is guided well. And he's very, very passionate about inspiring and supporting young minds like you, right? And even during this lockdown, very interesting thing that I want to share with you, even during this lockdown, he has been very active. He has been doing like 2 free webinars every week, and very interesting topics, right? He says management lessons from the characters of Mahabharata, and management lessons from the characters of Ramayana, and Kavinyar Vali, Kannadasan, Bharadiyar, songs of Bharadiyar, management lessons from Bharadiyar songs. So now you will get an idea like how creative he is, and this is him, and you will hear a lot from him during this session. Mm, and you can actually listen to all of them in his YouTube channel. I think it's available now, and he will share it with you. So again, it's a pleasure to have him here with us. And just 2 days before, I requested him whether he can do this session, and he immediately agreed. Thank you so much, sir, and looking forward for the session. And over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. My audio is clear?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, one request to all of you. So I have muted all of you except for the speaker. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. I hope you know how to do it. I can post it in the chat box. So you raise your hand so that we will know. Sir, how do you prefer? Like, do you want to interrupt in between the session, or you will have a Q&A session?
As they're convenient. The moment they get a doubt, they can raise their hand, and you can interrupt and you can stop me also. No problem.
Okay, sir. So we'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Good evening, all. Thank you, Dr. Sujata, and thank you all the faculty and other members of VIT. I'm very happy to address you in this great evening. So I'm not going to teach you anything with respect to management like what Sujata is saying it. I'm going to tell you how to become successful, make more money. So people will be interested in listening to me because I talk everything in terms of money, not in terms of business. Okay. For making money, there are 2-3 methods are there. Like, you need to work very hard, or you can work smart. My methodology is work smart, don't work hard, because that age is gone. Now we need to be much more smart. I'm going to teach you 7 steps. I'm going to tell you 7 steps. And these 7 steps, if you follow, you will be successful, and you can make definite success in any startup business, what you're going to do. So these 7 steps, okay. I request every one of you can take a notebook and have a points noted down, so that in the question answer session, you can ask me what is the doubt and all also. Anyway, this is getting recorded and it will be sent to all of you. So that's not a problem with respect to things. Because most of the time, I'll be talking not on the slide. I'll be keeping a slide and I'll talk many things associated with my experience. which I spread over around 34 years in different field. So that experience I will be talking over there. Okay. So what is the meaning of a startup? A startup is founded by one or two people who want to develop a product or service which they have a faith or a belief that have a huge demand. Okay. What is the difference between a startup and a small business? A small business, if you see it, the startup is not going to make revenue from the day one. Startup will never make revenue from the day one. That means it had a seed time. You need to create a successful model and which is scalable also. That means today you are producing around 10 crore worth of business and tomorrow you can able to make it to 100 crore also. So which is scalable business model. Second, which will help you to grow very fast. That's the reason the moment you see any startup logo in the Google, you will see a rocket. Okay, so it means you want to grow very fast. Third, the startup should create a major impact in the market. Major impact in the market, like Uber came, no, or Ola came. That was a great idea. Earlier, till that time, there was no paid services of the taxis and all. So that is a real startup. Okay, what is small business? The simple difference is small business will make money from the day one. That means you are going to be a supplier for a large organization. You are going to be a component supplier, or already somebody is producing something. The same thing you are going to produce it for people. So the small business which earns from the day one onwards, and not necessarily it can grow very fast because it is associated with another big corporate. Depending upon the market growth, this will grow. Whereas startup is something different. Okay. And whenever you have a doubts, you can raise a hand and Dr. Sujata can interrupt her and can talk to me. Okay. As you know, already Dr. Sujata might have explained to you guys that you need to have a clear vision and you need to have a clear mission. What is the difference between vision and mission? Vision is a thing where you want to go. That is the vision you should have. Like, after 5 years, if somebody says that, no, I want to be a rich, that's not correct. Like, you have to say that you have to quantify it. It is not a qualitative statement. Everything in management, we need to talk quantifiable. Qualitative statement also to be quantified. Okay. So the vision is you have to tell where you want to go after 5 years. And the mission is how you are going to go to that point. The method of reaching that your vision is called the mission. Okay. Both coupled with, like, when your vision and mission is from your heart, automatically it becomes your passion. Okay. That passion is coupled with your values. Okay. Is going to get you a huge results. Many people have a good vision, good mission. Okay. It also became a passion, but they don't have values. Values in the sense is honesty, or trustworthiness, or not going to cheat somebody. Like that, it is called the honesty. Okay. So that is the very important thing. So many times we plan in our mind. This is the first and foremost mistake, the failure of startup. So to understand the success, we should know what is the reason for failure, and we should not do that. Okay. So until otherwise you write it down, it is only a dream. The moment you write it down, it becomes your goal. Okay. The moment you write it down, it becomes a goal. And what happens is, when you are becoming a goal, when you are the moment start writing your goal, you will ask for a lot of questions within yourself because your goal is not clear to you. Then you redefine, change the words, correct the words, sharpen the words. All these things makes you a proper plan. Like, I want to score good marks in my finals in BTech or whatever it may be. So good mark, when you write it as a goal, that your mind itself will tell you good mark is not. Tell me what is the percentage. I told you, quantify it. The moment you say that, okay, I would like to get around 9 CGPA. Okay, 9 CGPA. The moment you say 9 CGPA, then what it will tell you, okay, how you are capable of only getting around 7.2, how you are going to achieve 9. Then you will say that, okay, I will change my methods. That also you have to keep writing it. That is the reason we always insist that you need to write. Similarly, in your startup also, many people think that I don't want to write anything. I will have everything in my brain and that will be successful. You are making a huge mistake. Okay? Because when you think that this is your plan, if it is good, well and good, but most of the time your plan is not going to be like this. The path is going to be like this. You will be thinking that I need to just simple drive on a ECR type of road, and the reality is going to be like this. So this is the reality. So you should accept the reality. As I used to say regularly, there are some things which is under your control. There are something which is not under your control. Focusing on things which is under your control, you can work better. That's why I used to say, plan for the worst, prepare for the best. Correct? So if you are planning for such a situation at the bottom shown over here, and you are getting it a smooth ride, well and good. If you are not getting, because you prepared yourself for the worst situation, correct? So you need to plan it properly. And if you are not planning it, you will get stuck here itself. There is a possibility you will get stuck here. So what will happen is you wasted your time, effort, money, energy, everything, and either you can go back or you can come up also. So this is the reason most of the startup failure. And I did some research on trying to find out how many startups have failed. Almost around 85% of the startups started failed. It's because of this reason alone. Most of the startups failed because they didn't prepare proper scientific plan. Okay. So I told you, you need to be smart. You need not be hardworking guys and all the things. And what a smart guy will do. Let's go to our great Dada. Dada means leader, Mr. Warren Buffett. What he says, an idiot with a plan can beat a genius without a plan. The Dada means real Dada. We call Saurav Ganguly as Dada because I was in Calcutta at the time. So I know him as Dada because whatever he says that we'll accept it. Because he gets the results. Like, you know, he energized the team that time and all when India was playing. And Saurav is there, then we know that the team is energized. So we fondly call him as Dada. So an idiot with a plan can beat a genius without a plan. So many times, even genius fail because they don't have a proper plan. Okay, so it is not from the ordinary person; it is from Warren Buffett, who writes only one letter or mail to the company he owns. He doesn't talk to them every day. He never goes for reviews. He never goes for anything, and he doesn't have his own computer also. He doesn't have a smartphone also. He doesn't have a driver. He doesn't have his own big house. He has a 3-bedroom small house. Okay, but he is one of the top 5 richest man in the world. Okay, so what he is saying that he knows that how to make it happen. So he plans it everything. Okay, so that is the reason we say that we need to plan very, very smart. Okay, when I say smart, 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 many times I say that smart business goals. Okay, you say that what is smart? You would get a confusion. What is smart? Smart means, as you told earlier, we have to do the job very fast, correct? That is what you think it. See, what is smart in a dot game? Like, you know, you are given with 5 arrows. In a dot game, you are supposed to put 5 arrows into the bull. Bull is nothing but a center point. Okay. So when you are trying to hit a dot into the bull, sometimes it may hit, sometimes it may not hit. But you will very rarely get a person hitting all the dot in a center or the bull itself. That means he'll get the score. So what happened? Instead of hitting 5, he uses 3 and hit all 3. So 15 points, he got it. If any of his competitor is going to make it better than him, he will use the 4th. Otherwise, he will not use the 4th itself. That means efficient. Correct? So he need not waste his time of aiming and throwing it also. Okay? So that is that called smart. So when I say smart, from now onwards, this is smart for you. The word smart is divided into 5 big meanings. Yes means specific. I told you quantifiable. Okay. So any of your business goals or personal goals, you convert it into a smart goal. So you have to be specific. Second, you need to be measurable. That means where you are. Like, you start, if your goal to reach Trichy, okay, you are starting from Kathipara Junction at morning 9 o'clock. What is measurable? 9:30 you should cross Krompet, no? If you are not crossing Krompet at 9:30, yet you can measure it, and you are somewhere near Annanagar, then you are not in the correct route, correct? So that is the measurable. So your goal should have specific element, measurable element, achievable also. That means you need to be at Trichy by 2 o'clock. You should start here by 9 o'clock at least. You cannot expect that you start at 12 o'clock, reach Trichy in 2 o'clock. Okay, because 2 hours you cannot even cross Kanjipuram, what do you call, Melmarutu, correct? So that is achievable. So whenever you are writing it, I told you in the earlier example, you are getting 7.2% CGPA and you would like to go for 9, and your mind will say that no, it is not achievable for you. Don't plan for 9, you plan for 8.2, 8.5, correct? So that is the thing, is converting it as achievable. And fourth letter is relevant. Relevant means you should talk anything which is relevant to that function or that job or that position. Okay. And T is time bounded. That means I am going to start a business, but no, I would like to complete my BTech degree. Now Anna University or Government of India or Government of Tamil Nadu, I don't remember, these people have told that you can complete your degree in 7 years and 10 years in BTech degree. Okay. You can take a break of 3 years in between and come back and do it and all the things. That's not the case, no. When you say that 2020 I joined a college, 2024 I want to complete, correct? Similarly, in your startup also, you should be specific. By 2025, I will be making 5 million rupees. That means 50 lakhs you will be making it. Or you will be making 500 lakhs, whatever it may be, 50 million also you can put. But what happened, the moment you put 50 lakhs, by 2024, that will guide you how to do it. Okay. So this is a very important. You have to convert all your goals as smart business goals. Second, many people, when you think about the product, there are segmentations already. You might have talked. I am not going to bore you with the segmentations and all the things. There are many times we are all engineers. Okay, most of us engineers, and all the engineers. Sorry to say that. I think that engineers are only right side brain people. That means we cannot think it on a creative way. We cannot think it on a emotional or things like that. We can think systematically, logically, but it's not correct. You have to use your 4 quadrants of brain. That's the reason people completing engineering join in MBA, where they can use most of the right side of the brain, which is more creative and it is more emotional oriented and things like that. Okay. So here, whenever you product positioning, you will say that it's low price or low quality or low value. Okay, I don't talk both low value, low quality, because low quality nobody is going to consider. High quality nobody, because quality is a term according to you. You may be saying that your quality is good, but other person has to confirm it. No, so quality is a relative term for you. Okay. Similarly, value. You may think that no, I have a very high value product I am offering it. You can say it so, but other person has to perceive it. No, because it is immaterial. You say that I have a, like, you will say that Amway. Most of you using Amway toothpaste, correct? It's a high value product. What's high value? How it is different from Nambudiri or Patanjali or anybody else? No, but that is the way they projected it, and you believe that. But what you have to really see it, and all the people in India started not looking at your quality, not looking at your value, but for the benefits. What benefit I am going to get? That's all it matters to me. Your features or your profiles or your products aesthetics doesn't matter to me. If you are saying that I am going to give you a cooker, if competition cooker is producing or cooking a product in 40 minutes and you are saying that my cooker can cook it in 25 minutes, that is the real benefit customer gets it. So the moment you ask what product or benefit your product can offer, then it will trigger you a lot. So many times, many of your startup ideas you have to convert that into benefits. You don't talk about technology, you don't talk about features, you don't talk about the 5G coupling, all this technology and all, it's immaterial. Okay, as long as I am not going to get any benefit, I am not going to consider your product. Correct? So when you put all these things, you can create a products. You can, what are the products available in the market? So it's a group of product, which is this in yellow. Then the next group of products are like this. The third group of products are like this. Okay. So nobody will like to go for yellow or orange, and people like to go for a light blue. What is the reason? It has a high price and high benefits. Correct? So here the same product, you take anything, it will be like this only. For any of the products, if you look out, this is going to be like this. Okay, and if you see it, if they depending upon the market potential, you can play your product. Okay, that is called the market mapping. The moment you market mapping you are done, you know how to position your product. Okay, so the product positioning you might have studied in your course itself. I don't want to talk about product positioning. So you should position your product based on where you want to compete. Like, you want to position your product somewhere here, you need to compete with these three people on benefits and price better than them. Then only they will be considering. If you are going to introduce a product somewhere here, it's not worth introducing itself. Correct? So that is the reason you have to have a proper product positioning, for which you need to do a lot of things, which I am not talking now. Many times people call it as USP. Okay. Now I'll talk about what is USP. This is assuming that this portion of the area, that is what your competitors are doing well. And this portion of the area, what customer want. Correct? So whatever customer wants, only this much is met by your competitor. Because you are balanced, you are meeting it. But no, this is not what you are should meet. This is the area which is not met by your competition and you are going to meet. That is called USP. Okay, unique selling proposition. Correct? The way how it has to come, I will give it in a simple example. It has to reduce your cost, and it has to increase the buyer value, and the buyer should perceive that it's a huge value. Understood? Your cost should come down, and the customer is ready to pay high price, and he should think that, no, I am getting a huge value. Now, a simple example. You know the keypad telephones, mobile phones. Now you know the touchscreen mobile phones. Keypad mobile phones are costlier to make it. Correct? You need to have QWERTY keyboard, or you need to have all the keyboards, and you need to have another electronic board below it, and to sense all the things, and it has to go for a million cycle test. So many complications. You remove all the things, put on screen, touch screen. So what happened? The perception of a buyer value has increased substantially, and the cost also has come down. And now today we are buying mobile phone, minimum is around 18,000, 20,000 rupees. Earlier it was available for 4,000 rupees. Correct? Many of the people in India, more than 30% of the people who are using mobile phone, they do not have mobile data connection. They just have the mobile phone to communicate. They don't even know how to use it. Why they have to buy a 14,000, 15,000 rupees phone? Because we shifted that. The marketers shifted the product market from that low tech to high tech. Correct? Now people are saying that I would like to go for a RAM, I would like to go for a internal memory, external memory, so many things, cloud storage, so many things we are talking it. But all these things we will look out. Okay, so that's a thing. Now, simple example. Now I am making this presentation to you all. Correct? My laptop is a brand new MacBook Pro from Apple. Okay, which does not have a hard disk, which does not have a USB ordinary port. Okay, which does not have a CD drive, which does not have any memory slot. Because, and I paid around 2 lakhs for this. 2 lakhs brand new MacBook Pro, I bought it. And when I realized what is this, this is going to be like this. And he says that now the world has changed. Now everything has to be in the server. You have to go to the iCloud and you have to go and buy a space at iCloud. Now I am paying iCloud. This presentation currently stored in iCloud. I am accessing, which is at America. I am accessing from India, talking to all of you. Correct? So that is the level the technology is going. But what happened? My buyer value has increased, cost has come down. This is a value innovation. This is how you have to work out all your products. Okay. Okay. So here, that's why I told you, your price, the moment you give more value, nobody will talk about the price. Okay. So the moment you give more value not from your point of view. Remember, everything, whatever I am saying, it is from customer point of view, not from your point of view. Customer point of view, if the customer perceives I am getting more value, like what you perceive by buying an Apple phone, I am going to get a huge value. What nonsense value we are getting? Nothing. But we are ready to pay around 65,000, 75,000 rupees for Apple phone, right? Similarly, a cross pen or Monte Carlo pen, you take it, it's around 70,000, 1.5 lakhs. What is that? It is also going to write only, but still people are ready to pay it. Okay. So, this is a scientific plan adopted by me in all my business training programs and all the things. This is called X Matrix. It is a single scientific tool which has been used by me for a long time when I was in different companies also, helped me to achieve whatever I want to do it. Okay. So, X Matrix is a beautiful tool, but you can follow any tool, whatever. It's called a planning tool. But why I choose X matrix is every X matrix, we have different X matrix, and the business plan, it is profit focused, process oriented. I am always focused on profit. So I don't make any mistakes. It doesn't tell me, it tells me what I have to do that week. That's it. The moment if I keep on doing whatever activities I am supposed to do, whatever activities I assign to somebody to do, that will, if you complete it, automatically key performance indicator or key result area, this will happen. The moment key result area happens, the key focus area happens. Key focus area happens, the objective or a business goal is achieved. But linking, creating is so difficult. Okay, this is a complete X matrix. So what we are trying to do is key focus area we have to identify. Then we have to identify key result areas. We need to identify action plans, and we need to identify, review it and correct it. So every week we will have a review, and we need to change the methods and achieve results. Okay. So you can follow any planning tool, but what I want to tell to you is you need to plan. That's all I would like to give an impression. Okay. So this is how the review, this is some quarterly review also will be there in addition to the weekly review where you have to commit yourself. We are going to see it. So marketing plan, it starts from market research. You know it, what is market research. I'm not going to talk in market research. You need to start a market research and you have to identify your target market. And once you identify a target market based on your competition, you position your product. You have to describe your product properly and write your mission statement, how you are going to achieve where you want to be. So the moment you know where you want to go, you will create a good marketing strategy. Understood? Once you establish a marketing strategies, you can design your price, positioning, and how to promote it. Like, you would like to focus only on a rural area, or you would like to go for it. The moment you know where you want to go, how you are going to promote all this thing, and you'll ask for the expenses, correct? And then you have to create a budget. Okay. The moment you create a budget, and once everything is established, then you will establish a quantifiable goals. That's the reason I told quantifiable. Quantifiable means I will achieve 50 lakhs sales by through promotions of 5.8 lakhs or through promotion of 10 lakhs, whatever you have to say. So the person has to decide 1/5 I'm going to spend to get balance 40 lakhs. Is it worth or not? That's the reason I say that you have to monitor. That means after spending 10 lakhs, I will not wait for that. When I spend 2 lakhs, what I am going to get a benefit? Then I will check it out. Am I getting it or not? If I am not getting it, I will change the methods. And I spend another 2 lakhs. When I see my benefit is happening or not. If it is not happening, I will stop. So my expense of 10 lakhs itself is saved. Okay. So that's the reason you need to monitor your results regularly. So you know about the marketing funnel, correct? Many times industrial products, I'm telling you, people will not be thinking that 7 people, if you meet, you will get one. No. If you meet 30 people, you will get one person who will come for, 2 people will come for evaluation. Out of 2 people, 1 person buy your product, 1 person can buy any other product, or both can buy any other product. So if you have 30 people at that awareness point, you will get only 2 people are likely to buy your product or your competitor product. There is no guarantee that he will buy your product also. Okay. This is a sales funnel. And don't think that because today anything you want to buy it, people Google it, collect lot of information, talk to many people, and they are not buying like emotional buying. It's not like buying a shampoo, correct? So the marketing and sales has changed now. So the marketing earlier used to take awareness and interest only we need to create. Whereas now marketing up to evaluation it has to do. Then only, otherwise there is a possibility now also people will reject. So the easiest method of marketing, reaching mass people is through digital marketing, of course. And digital marketing will have so many things. Nowadays, youngsters like you will have all the things. SEO is very important, search engine optimization. Analytics is much more important. Okay. And your websites or your contents, electronic device capable of compatibility with all other media, all these things is that there are different methods are available. Okay. And if you get into the digital marketing more and more, whether you like it or not, that is going to happen. Some prediction says that uh, business in digital marketing is going to grow to 200 billion in India itself. I do not know whether it is true or not. I don't believe that, but they are claiming it. Okay, even if it is happening throughout the world, 200 billion, it's a huge business in marketing. Correct. So you need to create a good digital marketing platform. One of the platform is called viral marketing. This is a methodology like bombard, like you spread the message that you are into the product. But this is mostly applicable for non-industrial product. But for industrial product, viral marketing may not be recommended. Again, you need to have a detailed marketing plan. Again, I am putting Xmatrix. Xmatrix will have separate plans like marketing plan, financial plan, manufacturing plan, and all these plans can be coupled with your business plan. So similarly, any planning tool you are choosing it, that planning tool should have the compatibility of coupling it with the business plan. Like, you created a business model canvas. It's a single sheet. The moment you create a very good business model canvas, go and give it to any bank. Bank will not fund you because most of the people in the bank will not know how to read a business model canvas. So you need to create a detailed plan. You can explain. You should tell to him how you are going to do it. In your business model canvas, you tell, but you don't quantify it. Correct? Here, you will be asking it. You're saying that I'm going to achieve 50 lakhs in the first year. How? First quarter, I will be achieving 12 lakhs. Second quarter, I will be achieving 8 lakhs. Third quarter, I will be achieving 21 lakhs. Fourth quarter, I will be achieving 7 lakhs or whatever it may be. Put together, it is 50. Then you say, when you add up, it is not coming 55, it comes to 58, it comes. I have 20% cushion. So the funding person also will get confident on you. Right? I plan for 120% to achieve 100%. So I am asking for fund only for 40%, 50%. So that is the level at which you need to plan. It's a micro planning. Yeah. When coming to the manufacturing plan, the same X matrix will be applicable. You need to create a complete, your product is a engineering product. Let us assume that you are going to produce some products out of moon and you are going to see it, how it is going to be produced. The moment you create your manufacturing plan, it will tell you what are the challenges it is going to offer to you. Correct? It will, many times it will be saying that your machinery will not be available, capex may be needed, additional equipment you have to buy it out, or you may have to outsource something, or you may have to identify some vendor to do it. All these things are going to be there. So for that also you need to create a manufacturing plan. And similarly, when you are doing in operations, I am talking about not only manufacturing, but also logistics type of things. What are the activities involved? We call it activity-based costing. Okay. So everything you have to work out in detail because this is going to tell you what is your total cost. So you need to completely break down every activity of your startup with this operations management. Some places it is going to be a service sector. like no ICT. You must be knowing about it. And anybody is thinking of startup in ICT, you have a great future. We are only 32% in the global ranking in ICT, and the number one is Singapore, which is around 93. So we have a huge potential to grow. Even our what do you call our political experts are also saying that India needs to focus on ICT. What is ICT? Information, communication, and technology adoption into the manufacturing, service, and all. Many times we have a wrong perception, like, all these things need not be adopted, correct? But now, how it makes so simple? Assuming that I need to do this program in person, what we need to do, I need to travel down to Vanderloop, take a left turn, come to EIT Madras, correct? And I have to come back. It will take 2 hours and 2 hours coming back. Okay. Then you need to have an auditorium, or you need to have a hall, and you need to air condition that hall. You need to have a projector, all these things. Completely eliminated. I am talking to you from my office room, and you people are listening from your study room or wherever it may be. Correct. Across India, people are getting connected. Okay. So that is the benefit you are getting because of ICT. Okay. That adoption, as much as you have to adopt it, because it is the cost is coming down drastically. Okay. Again, this is also and the quality or a process with respect to manufacturing or operations or your service sector. You need to write a plan. Okay. Why I am not explaining this plan? That's a question people can come. Okay, sir, you are saying that plan is important, and you say that Xmatrix is very good, you want to do it, but I need minimum of 3 hours to do this explanation of Xmatrix plan. Okay, so less than 3 hours, it is not possible. If it is possible for you, it's available in the internet, you can find it out, but it will be so complicated in the internet, it will be very difficult. People may not have explained properly. It's a Japanese method perfected by Americans and adopted by Japanese and Americans throughout the world. Next is the financial planning. Okay, we talked about operation, we talked about marketing. Now we are talking about financial plan. Okay. So in the financial plan, what will happen is, most important is, first financial plan is, you need to ask for a sales budget or a sales forecast. Why the sales forecast, sales budget? Because that is the money, that is the only department which brings money into your organization. All the departments are spenders, correct? Whether you have R&D, whether you have design, whether you have manufacturing, whether you have purchase, whether you have sourcing, whatever it may be, everything spends money. The only department which brings money into your organization is sales, correct? So you need to have how much money I am going to get. That's the simple terms, correct? Which is called the revenue. Okay, you need to know what is the revenue you are likely to get. So again, the moment you know what is the amount of money I am going to get, what is the expenses I am going to make. I don't care about what type of expenses, whether it is capex or tools or softwares or travel or promotions, all these things. So that is the reason you need to plan everything. So you have to sum up all your expenses, and then you have to say that, okay, I'm going to make a sales of 50 lakhs. I'm going to spend of around 35 lakhs, correct? And then what will happen is, what are the capital equipment required? Okay, how you are going to fund it, how you are going to arrange it. Okay, so normally what will happen is, you need to prepare, okay, this is a depreciation cost, all these things will be worked out. So you need to, how you are going to arrange funding and all these things. Then you will get the moment funding, you will have cash flow budget. Which month, what is the amount of cash you need it? You have to specify it. Then only the person or the department can organize cash flow. Many times people will not plan it properly. Okay, and don't think that your college has to teach all these things. College, the purpose of studying in the college is to study or give an exposure to the subject. Okay, I call it as, no college in the world can teach you everything what you need, including Harvard, including what we call Princeton or whatever it may be, Wharton or anybody. Because what happened, the product, like earlier, if you take a mobile phone, or before mobile phone, you take a phone, like cordless phone, Panasonic cordless phone, that will be there minimum of 7 years. a model, same model will be produced, pushed into the market for 7 years. Today, any one brand of any mobile phone is available for 7 years. Tell me, it's available for maximum 6 months to 9 months. Correct? Even Apple is supposed to be the costliest. They change the model every once in a year. They change it. So that is going to have a great impact on it. Correct? So you need to have a clear budget. The moment you put budget, the budget is what? The budget tells you what is your requirement, what is the cost, what are the total requirements you are putting it, and what is likely to be spent. That's the sales budget, marketing budget, and sales budget, and expense budget, your operation budget. Every budget, if you add it up, you will have a total budget. That's the reason I say every planning tool must be integrated with the master business planning tool. Okay, because the budget drives your planning, because the budget gates drives your planning. Because if you are out of your expenses, then it will tell you, no, you have not planned for 40 lakhs, you have planned only for 32 lakhs. You have to buy equipment within 32 lakhs. So that is guiding you. Okay, so that is very, very important. Again, with respect to finance also, you have to focus a profit focused financial plan. When you do all these things, you couple everything, then it becomes a marketing, operation, financial plan, coupled together became business plan. Okay, so this is how you need to create a plan. The moment you create a plan, many people will say that, okay, so I talked very meaningful things, but how the current generation is there most of the time, I'm not saying that everyone, most of the people like to take the least resistant path. Okay, anything which is easy, they will like to do it. Correct? They don't want to take my mantra of my marketing management or my training to all the business managers, whoever I trained, over 60,000 people I trained, no pain, no gain. If you are not ready to bend your back, you are not going to grow. You need to bend your back. You have to. So this is a place. It's a puzzle. You would like to go to the center. How to go to the center? 99% of the people take this path, which is available to them. Okay, but you see it. It's the longest path you will be taking it. This is the longest path you will be taking it to reach the center. Okay, this is called Chakra Vyuham in Mahabharata. Okay, so what happens is when a person takes the longest path, he thinks that no, he goes enter, he has to cut the 3 layers. You go over here. Suddenly he finds out he cannot go this side, and he is shifted towards the outer ring. Comes over here, get shifted to the outer ring. Assuming that in a business field, if you are going like this, and you will lose interest. That's the reason the failure. So the most important mantra I tell about startup success is never take the least resistant path. Never take the easy route. Any route, whichever is easy, simply stop. No, this is not, there is some trap for me. This is a trap. Okay. So I know very well, whatever plan you will not achieve it, but you will achieve close to them. Like, no, if you are not planning it, your curve can be like this, or it can be here. Okay, within 9 months or 10 months, you will be dropping. Here, what you planned around 100. Okay, you may achieve 1,000, you may achieve around 850 or 900. That's okay. That's the reason I told you to have 20% extra. Correct? So, if you want to say it up on your final things, no, we would like to sum it up. Startup was a small business, what we saw. That's the difference. What is the difference between a startup and a small business? Small business will start offering money from the day one, whereas startup will take time to start offering money. That means make money. You may have to invest time and money in it. Startup, where you talk of vision plus mission with values, it should not become your work style. It should be your lifestyle. That means you have to die for your startup. Then only you can be successful. Okay. The strategic plan importance, I told you, it's very, very important. That's the reason that helps you to create a strategy. Okay. So the first 7 steps out of 7 steps, first step is You have to convert all your business objectives as SMART. What is SMART? Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Okay. The second one is you need to do the product positioning, market survey, market mapping you have to do, and identify a product positioning properly. Third, you need to identify key focus areas, key result areas, and executable action plan. Many times people will write visiting 20 customers per day. Why don't you try it out? Can you meet 20 people? You cannot. So when you cannot do it, you should not say it for somebody else. Correct? So meeting 5 people itself is difficult. Then you write only 5 people. So you have to create an action plan which is executable. Otherwise, it is no use. Understood? Okay. Then I told you the 10-step detailed marketing plan. Okay, that you need to follow. Don't make it quick, because this, I told you, sales and marketing is the only department which brings money into your organization. Give more importance to that department. However a product can be, however the features can be, however the benefit kit can offer, but if you don't have a sale happening, what is the use of having that product? Okay. So marketing, the easy way to reduce our expenses of marketing is getting into digital marketing and viral marketing, depending upon your product, and understand and create a proper marketing and sales funnel. Marketing will have a different funnel, sales will have a different funnel. The main difference between marketing and sales, you must be knowing it. Even then, I will tell you, marketing includes sales. Sales is a small function in marketing. Marketing, starting from concept to the end, entire product life cycle, marketing will come. Sales will convert the person interest into a sale. That's all the sales function. So marketing is a mother, sales is a one small tiny portion in marketing. You have to manufacturing, operational, service organization plan, you need to do it. Correct? Like, you know, what are the management plan? Like I wrote you about your X matrix plan, manufacturing plan, or operational plan, or your service plan. Financial plan, very, very important. You need to budget. You have to write down what are the expenses, what are the revenues, what are the costs, and what is the profit which can happen. In fact, we will recommend to our people to review a balance sheet once in a week. Balance sheet, generally people will say, in a process will say that, okay, once in a year we have to create a balance sheet. Yeah, you have to create a balance sheet that is for the company, that is for the showing to somebody. But for yourself, you are the promoter, you are the owner, you should prepare the balance sheet every week. Then you know what it is. Are you in the right track or not? Correct? So that is the level it has gone up now. These are the 7 steps. The moment you follow these 7 steps, 100% you will achieve success. Okay. And another additional 2 steps I am giving you: a strategic business plan, integrating marketing and operational and financial. Okay. This you have prepared it. I am only integrating it. So this is a part and parcel of this. You can review it regularly, but you cannot change your goals. You can change only your methods. Okay. Because your methods may not be correct. The moment when you are traveling from Kathipara and you, after half an hour, you found out you are somewhere near Annanagar, then what you need to do? Then you need to turn back and come back. No, either no, I don't want to go to Trichy now. I'll go to Vijayawada. You cannot think like that. Correct? So many times people think like that. So you cannot change your goals. You can change your methods to achieve the results. Okay. So with this, I end, ma'am. You told me that you take around 40-45 minutes. I took 48 minutes. So we can go for question and answer session.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, sir. It was really a power-packed session, and all the complex topics. I'm really amazed at the way you have put it in a very simple manner, easy to understand. And to give you the background, actually, our students are actually working on projects, right? They have come up with very beautiful startup ideas, and many of them are very serious about taking it as a business, as a startup. And definitely, it would have helped them. And I'm very grateful for this session, sir. Thank you so much on behalf of all BAT faculty and the students.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, let me now check. Guys, if you have any questions, please raise your hand so that I can unmute you.
One is Anand.
Yeah, let me.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Anand, good evening.
Sir, I would like to, sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah,
means I am also considering for the startup. I
you
have a
are.
doubt whether if we identify a problem, means if we identify a problem, a loophole in the existing means the customer needs and which is not available in the market. So how to gain that confidence that we can solve it ourselves? Means I have a problem in that. How to gain confidence in ourselves that we can ourselves solve it? Can
Okay.
you throw some insight on that topic,
Yeah,
sir?
yeah, understood. See, the thing is, if you see there is something which is not offered by competition, but that is a solution available for that product, and you want to gain confidence how it can be commercialized, correct? So what you can do is you can test marketing, we call. Okay, what you can do it, you can convert that and give it to few people. Okay, you try it out. Are you happy with that? Just simple example, I'll tell you. A drone. Okay, drone is a you know it. Okay, so the drone. Somebody thought that okay, why can't you use drone for spraying pesticides? Okay, so then what is the thing? The lifting capacity and what is the amount of liquid it can carry and how to spray all these nozzles he found out, and he created a test product and given to few people. Okay, those people tested it and they found it very good, superb. Then he says, okay, I will make a drone for that. So that was a good startup, which was started only 2.5 years before. Now many people are making. So the second people who are coming and making are duplicating the idea, they are not called startup. They are only duplicating an idea of somebody. Okay. The first person who comes out, okay, this is going to shift because now the farmer, uneducated fellow with a joystick, he can operate and he can able to cover more area with less uh, wastage. Correct? Because when he is playing from his hand and he has to lift the entire thing on his shoulder and he have to keep on doing it and it's very difficult. Whereas now he can very slowly move it. Now in Tanjavur itself, it's a paddy cultivation center. There are plenty of drones are spraying pesticides.
Guys, try to relate to your startup idea, whatever Sar had shared with you. Yeah, Bharatwaj. Bharatwaj, can you? Yeah.
Hello, sir. Good
Yes,
evening,
good
sir.
evening. Good evening, Bharat.
Sir, I have a doubt in positioning, sir. Like
Hmm.
positioning my product.
Yeah,
So, you told that we have to compare, like, we have to do a product which is better than the existing products in market, right, sir?
yeah.
Sir, like, instead of doing that, why can't we do a product like which is different from their features? Is there any idea to succeed in that way?
Yeah. It's that's then you are positioning itself high value, different price. Anything will be different, but you have to have the guts to create a market for that. Okay, just morning we are signed up on a big project. Okay, where we are going to do a smart air conditioning. Smart air conditioning, nobody in India is doing it to the best of my knowledge. Okay, at our level, we have to import from abroad. Okay, whereas we are going to do it on a smart air conditioning, which means what? We don't run the compressor. You are a mechanical engineer, I assume. You don't run the compressor in the daytime, and we completely meet the load of air conditioning by running a compressor in the night, store the energy and use it in the daytime. That's our USP. So what happens is I'm shifting the entire load from day to night. I'm creating a huge difference. My power cost comes down and my operation efficiency goes up. So it's a totally new product. It is possible. There is no need to copy it. That's the reason I'm saying it. That's the reason it's called technical startup. Okay, but I had worked more than 1.5 to 2 years to come out with this idea, identify sources and people, developed vendors and all the things. Correct? It will not come overnight. You have to, if you are having a passion, that's the reason I told you, your vision plus mission converts into a passion and becomes your lifestyle, then you can be successful. No need to copy whatever the people are doing it.
Yeah, sir. But it is let's take some examples, sir. In mobile phones, like Motorola introduced that
Yeah,
circle circle shaped cameras, sir.
yeah,
But like it was flop. Like it was not identified by many of the marketers. But after some evaluation of phones, and it was copied, not copied and all, like it got like OnePlus and all got that 70 model got
Yeah.
evolved from Motorola, sir. But nobody knows that like Motorola introduced before 71 plus.
Yeah. See,
Sir,
the- yeah. Complete it.
so like it will be like we'll be in the positioning of we'll be in the position of like we'll be compelled, not in the compelled. We'll have a pressure that we should succeed in that. Otherwise, like someone else who are in the better place, they'll choose our idea, which is like it will be okay for them if they choose the like will they feel comfortable to choose our ideas?
Yeah. See, the thing is, what happens is, like digital watches and quartz watches, correct?
Yes.
Many times we have a wrong impression that digital and quartz watches were invented by Japanese. It was not invented by Japanese. It was invented by a Switzerland guy. Switzerland, you know what is famous for? Rado or any brand, big mechanical watches. Switzerland is most famous for mechanical watches. There was a one young engineer. He has developed these digital watches, and there is a year. Every year there is a show. In that show, what will happen is they will display their mechanical watches. Throughout the world, people will come, and he also wanted to display his watch. The company has not given permission, but because of his good association with the people, he got opportunity to have a display a product in one corner and one remote place of his company showroom, okay, in that exhibition hall. But people from Japan came and they found it is very interesting. It reduces the cost, and they took it and they bought the things and developed it. So the person who invented the Switzerland guy, okay, he sold that idea to somebody else. Okay, they further developed it. Similarly, if you believe that your product, you should also know that's the reason I told you to do a market research. Very simple market mapping is not very difficult. Today you go near to your home. Okay, now it's 7:30, 7:45, 8 o'clock, 9. Tomorrow morning you go, Saturday, Sunday holiday. Go there, find out what is the quantity, what is the price, okay, and what are the content, what is the benefit. Take a piece of paper or a notebook, write it down. Come and make a graph, and you know what is the why they position like this. See it, then there is no need of any professor to teach you what is market mapping. You yourself learn from that. Then if you have a doubt, catch hold of professors like Dr. Praveen, Dr. Sujata, and all other faculties, and you ask for the clarification. People will be very happy to help you. Okay, but you have to apply it. That's the reason Dr. Sujata is saying it. Keep associate with your startup plan. That's the reason I also told you it's a lifestyle. The moment you start living in that, anytime I will be talking about my project. Okay, like that, you should come.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Maybe people think that the girls thinks that my cannot be a good startup and all. I should get into.
No, sir. Don't have such. No, our
Yeah.
VIT girls don't have that kind of thinking.
In that case, let them prove by asking question.
Oh, it's a challenge for you girls.
Okay, there is somebody asked Kushi Chaudhary or somebody.
Yeah. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, great. Saved
Good
you.
evening, ma'am. Okay. My question is like in my idea, I'm involving a lot of technical aspects and like the new upcoming ideas of like IoT background and all. But then the thing is that when it comes in mind, people are like, this product is having such a like high price and all. And in our own like group, it's like the target market is getting a little bit shifted. Some of them are thinking that it's for a very high society type thing, and some are like not able to like you're not able to get adjusted with what is the exactly target market. So how to properly analyze that part of it?
Very good
Like,
question. Yeah,
yeah.
very good question, Kushi. Thanks for a very, very good question. See, this is that's the reason I say it. What you can do is a global competitive index. If you Google it out, you will get a entire global competitive index for 2019. 2020 will get released in the month of September end or so. So 19 and so, if you take it, you can download what is India, and you can download we were 58th position 2018. Now you know what we are 68th position. 10 positions we gone down, And you know who are the people took it away from us? Cambodia, Indonesia, Thailand, all these people who are much, much inferior than us. These people took it over. How they took it over? They went ahead and adopted ICT. So I have my YouTube channel. You have a lot of videos are there. I don't remember the topic. It may be the competitiveness or something. You can see it, and it will be. I explained very important. What is the importance of Industry 4.0? Industry 4.0, whether you like it or not, it is going to happen 2025. 75% of the engineering job, what currently the people are doing, will not exist. I'm putting it in black and white. I can give it in writing also. It will not exist. I myself is a change initiator. Like somebody comes to me, ask for things, no, automation. We were talking about automations, no, the IoT or BPA, business process automations, or bot, or sensors, or artificial intelligence, or blockchain technology. All these things comes into the Industry 4.0. Okay, but the perception is it is going to cost more. No, it is not going to cost more. It is going to reduce your cost. Many times we have a perception Industry 4.0 application is costlier. It is not costlier. The software is not costlier, but you have not working in a style which we have to work. The moment you want to implement Industry 4.0, you need to have clear documentation. That means you need to follow a system. So your company is not having ISO documentation. In that case, what happened? You are producing as if you are producing like, you know, sugar cane or something. Even sugar cane and all, Israel and all, people do it properly. So we never followed many things in the earlier. Suddenly we want to have a change. Okay, so you have to invest. So the cost is going up. Whereas if somebody is already implemented ISO certifications and they implemented product lifecycle management softwares, switching over from PLM to Industry 4.0 is very easy. The same Chennai, you might have seen to Hyundai factory. Otherwise, get permission from your HODs and ask them to take you to Hyundai factory. And I do not know what type of engineer you are. You are a mechanical or electrical, auto it may be, but still any engineer can work visiting that plant except civil and structural engineering. Because if you see Industry 4.0, what we are talking now, which was introduced some 20 years before, okay, and entire Hyundai cars, not even a single Hyundai car is manually welded. 68 6-axis robots are running. Completely, first car will be Verna, second car will be Santro, third car will be i10, fourth car will be i20, fifth car will be something else. But the cars come automatically. The robots, 6-axis robots, pick up the doors and weld 1038 points or whatever it may be. It gets welded automatically, and they produce 1 car per minute. Minimum 60. They can go up to 73. How it is possible? If you imagine the same thing you are going to do with manual, is it possible to produce that much amount of cars? It's not possible. So your cost comes down drastically, but they are not passing it to you. They are increasing their profit. That's the reason they are paying 1,200 crores as royalty fee alone to Korea last year. Hyundai has paid 1,200 crores. Toyota has paid 600 crores. Maruti has paid Suzuki. Okay, Maruti has paid to Suzuki 3,600 crores last year alone as only a royalty fee. So earlier it was expensive because we never thought of it. Today it is not expensive. Anything like, you know, sensors, it's available. It's a global village now. You can source it anywhere in the world. Hope I answered you, Kushi.
Yes, sir. My doubts are clear. Thank you for that
Thank you.
clarification.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. There's one question in the chat box.
Yes,
My
please.
name Vigneshwar has asked, sir, why most of the large companies won't apply for lean startup? I mean, why they don't choose lean startup?
Very good question again. A lean startup, we don't mind going and approaching lean startup also for technologically problem solving methods. But what is the problem with the lean startup is it's mostly there is no backup plan. Like, you know, if you are going and telling that how you are going to execute the order, like, you know, people are ready to offer. Like, you know, now we have signed up an agreement with Russia to manufacture AK-47-203, a modern middle range rifle. Okay, and it is going to get produced at Trichy. Okay, And they need a lot of component supplier, they need a lot of startups to support them and different things. But what happens when the moment you enter into that itself, you don't have a plan, clear plan, how we are going to do. Like, when you are going, if you are going with a plan like this, like, if you are going to go to the person and show that I am going to create a plan and this is how I am going to do it. That's the reason. Today, I convinced some of the IIT professors and some of the other people with this single sheet. They asked me how you are going to achieve this market. I told him this is the activities I am going to do. I am going to achieve this market. They asked me how much you are going to get the profit. I told him this is the profit and how I am going to achieve this profit by doing these 3 activities. By doing these 3 activities, I am achieving this profit. So when I explained to him here, I told everything very clearly, specific, and every quarter I have put it into the broken up into that every quarter. That means every year I created it. It's a tedious exercise. I'm not saying it, but the moment you do it such a way, it is possible for you to convince anybody, and big corporates will get convinced because they work with this plan. The main problem with the startup people, they don't work with a detailed plan, so they don't win the confidence of the corporate. The moment you are having with a clear plan, you can win anybody's confidence. And you can tell that if I am not available, somebody X is available, he is going to ensure that. And you give the mobile number of that person also. As long as they are not concerned about whether X is producing or Y is producing, they want the product on the date Z, correct? So if X is producing or Y is producing, doesn't matter, as long as you are not deviating the quality, you are not deviating the process, you are not deviating anything. And regular. First week I'm going to give you, second week I'm going to give you, third week I'm going to give you, fourth week I'll ask you for a trial, fifth week you can conduct the trial, sixth week you can do the correction, seventh week you can take the product out. Like this, if you are giving it, why that fellow is going to say no to you? Because your cost is going to be definitely cheaper for him. Hope I explained to you, Vigneshwar.
So there is one more question in the chat box.
Yes, please.
I'm unable to unmute her. Sir, I wanted to open a startup based on esports, but the reason banning of PUBG Mobile will take this scenario 2 years back. Sir, what should I do now?
No. Why you think that esports is a huge business? Today, I'm just seeing it. Today, I will tell you, esports. Okay. Today, I read on an important article which has come from, I have good connections across the world. Okay, I got one article. 21 billion sales is going to increase in high-end computers. You know what is a game? It's a flight simulator. Flight simulator and nothing, nobody else. It is introduced by Windows. And literally 36,000 airports throughout the world has been digitalized. And if you buy that computer, high-end computer, a lot of accessories, you have to buy it. The moment you buy it, you can take your flight, except the military aircraft. You can take any of the flight, it's a game only. You can take the flight and what is the weather condition? Trichy. You can land at Trichy airport. Literally, you can land at Trichy airport. That's the level it has gone, correct? So the gaming is a huge business. Don't think that PUBG is a non-value added item. I think we think like that. In PUBG, somebody earns 1 crore per month. And in India, somebody has earned 10 lakhs in a competition, winning a competition, PUBG competition. So, because entertainment is not going to end, it is going to have a huge. See, because the moment you close your eyes, okay, and you think that everything is happening. No, India is doing so many things for so many reasons. Okay, don't think that India is much more capable than whatever youth people are thinking in your mind. We are the only country in the entire world who could be able to put 104 satellites into an orbit with a single launch vehicle. Nobody else can even think of it. What's the capability of? You know what is the launch cost of ours? Cost, I'm not talking about the price. Cost less than $1,000 per satellite. Less than $1,000. But what we are charging is very high. That's different. Because nobody can afford to launch a satellite at our cost. Because ISRO is working like this. You take ICF, Integral Coach Factory. Integral Coach Factory is the most efficient coach factory in the world. I'm not joking. You Google it out, find it out. In a Chinese factory which can produce 2,500 coaches, they take approximately around 324 days. We are doing it in 264 days. And our cost is 1/4 or 1/5 of the European cost. And why don't you place an order with ICF? ICF will say that I don't have time to execute an order. We already booked for 3 years. That's a government organization. So don't think that India is huge. And maybe we are not having that knowledge about ISRO or ICF because currently you are studying. Your focus is more into study. But start reading it. Start associating with all the organizations. Start associating network. Increase your network. Meet people in your area. Interact with people. Then you will know what is happening across. Like I was just telling you, are saying that I want to enter into the gaming factory, gaming e-games, but PUBG banning, it takes 2 years behind. I'm telling you what is going to happen because the world is going to be like this. PUBG is a very small nut in it.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Sir, you were slightly lost. Now I think you're back.
Oh,
yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, sorry. I don't know when are you lost. Have I answered the question? Or are you
Sir, we can't hear you.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yeah, fine. I think my connection is a problem. Okay, fine. Yes, sir.
Okay. Have I answered? Have you listened to that answer, or I will repeat my answer?
No, sir. I think we all got it. Just that my connection had a problem. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I think we are done. Yes, sir. It's almost 8:15 now. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. So somebody is asking. Okay, the last question. Okay, Vedant Singh. Yes. Let me unmute you. Yes, Vedant. Yeah, I've unmuted you.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, I had a question since you brought up ISRO and everything. I just wanted to know that we are behind on privatization of things, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, we have SpaceX in America and it is a private agency, so there is competition.
Yeah.
But in India, we see a repetition where the government wants to hold its public sectors with itself and not give it to the private companies. So, what do you think would be our trajectory of privatizing the space, space exploration?
As long as it is not going to create a problem with respect to national security, this is not going to remain like this. Today, earlier people thought that now railways is privatization is going on.
Right, sir.
So it is already happening. Aircraft has already changed. Okay.
Right.
Arms manufacturing has changed. As long as it is not, you are going to ensure that national security is not going to get affected, everything will change. And a private company or a public limited company is immaterial. Earlier, when you are studying in your college days, and people used to say that the moment you complete your college course, get into a bank, employed, you will be lifetime, you will be an employee of a bank. Now, not even a single bank can guarantee you that you will be in the bank for 6 months.
Right.
If you are not performing, you will be out. So the bank, even a professor or even a teacher or a college school teacher or your ordinary employee in an organization or a blue collar employee or a white collar employee, correct? Now, yesterday I was reading an article where General Motors told the people, the white collar people, accountants, okay, asked them to work on building the trucks. You have choice. Either you have to build the truck or you have to leave the organization.
Right, sir.
So it is going to happen. So you have to be more efficient. You have to be more effective. You have to be more productive. So wherever it is going to be a private or public, and it's a global village, you need not worry about it. And you see some of my videos, which is in the YouTube channel, and potential what is going to happen is huge. India is meeting the global requirement of manufacturing only 3%. Whereas China is giving 28%. And now this because of the pandemic, and before this pandemic, I had been to China many times. I know in and out of China. The cost of manufacturing in China has gone substantially high. So many people are shifting from China to other countries. Okay. And that's the reason 10 countries who are below than us performed properly, focused their ideas, improved implementation of ICT in their things. They have become successful and competing and beating us. You just download it. You just download Global Competitiveness 2019 of World Bank. Huge information is available. See, my suggestion to all, since it is the last question, I would recommend you to equip and upgrade and upskill, because
Right, sir.
whatever you study will not be used. I'm telling you now itself. You are in the
Okay.
second year or third year, I do not know. Whatever you study will not be used, okay,
Right.
in industry. So the industry is, the product life cycle is shortening. So we will be using something totally different. So what you need to do is you have to equip yourself in the line where you want to be, okay,
Right, sir.
parallelly during your course of time. That is the same thing I recommended to PhD students. The same thing I recommended to SRM. Same thing I am recommending to VIT also. All the
So
people
what I
listening.
was trying to say was that, sir, right now for like for the startup businesses, there is a very limited scope, right? We have mostly it is about consumer goods, right? But when it comes to like technology development, suppose batteries and aerodynamics, it is usually more towards the public sector. So now, since many people are like Elon Musk is a huge inspiration to like most of the people, right?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to know if there is any like now when is the threshold where we as Indians start pursuing more privatization so that the monopoly is broken, and we have more scope to start up, like not in one particular field, but we have wide varieties.
But what happens is that mind block, we think that we have it. I feel that that blockage is not there. Like, no, if you want to get into shipbuilding, it's a great, huge potential. Shipbuilding,
Right, sir.
Europe used to control, correct? Now, autonomous ships. Autonomous ships is man without human being, cargo
Right,
ships.
sir.
I am talking about cargo ships. It's called smart ships. Okay, Rolls Royce
Mhm.
is come out with a lot of ships. Okay, the ship automatically sail across the nation, and it will communicate with the port, and it will communicate and open up, and concerned consignments only will be removed and sent out of the ship, and whatever consignment allowed only will get into the ship and get closed, and automatically it moves. And controlling, maintaining of these ships are done by Rolls-Royce engineers sitting at somewhere else. Okay, they identify, they bypass, they loop it, everything they do it. Next place, the component will get loaded. Suppose some gearbox, some shaft, or some seal to be changed. That seal will be fed into that. Automatically, it gets overloaded. So, like, there are plenty of things are happening across the world. Okay, so don't think that here also there are plenty of options are available. Many things I know which I cannot tell to you because it's an open forum. So it is huge potential. So don't think that.
Okay, sir.
India has huge potential, and we are going to rule the world. Mark my words. We are going to rule the world. Okay,
Hopefully, sir.
provided we want a support from all of you guys, and I am having huge confidence in all of you guys. You have huge potential. You are definitely minimum 3 times better than me. That means I am 55. So minimum 2 times better than your masters. Minimum uh, 1 time better than your next generation. Okay. So equip yourself. You consider yourself as a global engineer. Your competition is not from Bombay, not from Vizag, not from Hyderabad, not from Calcutta, not from Pune, but from Nuremberg, but from Zensen, but from US. Okay, you
Right, sir.
consider yourself how I am going to be an engineer. Like, you just see it. What is the engineering curriculum which is being taught in foreign, China, Germany, and where I am. Don't blame the college. Don't blame the universities. Okay, that they have the regulations and all the things they have to do it. You have to equip yourself parallelly. That is what I suggest to all of you. Upgrade and upskill is a single mantra. Ma'am, Supritim
Yeah,
wants
sir.
to ask
Right.
one
Thank you,
question.
sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you.
Actually, I'm trying to unmute him, but I don't know.
Okay.
Supratim, that's the
Um,
last question. We will keep it as the last one. It's almost 8:20, right? Supratim, are you able to unmute yourself?
let
Yes,
him.
ma'am. Actually,
Yeah.
my connection got lost. Sir, you told about computer games, but the fact is that being a semi-pro in the field of gaming, I know that PUBG has made the scene of esports in India, but whereas the computer games are not that much of importance given because for us like for us students or some those who want to grow in the esports field, they are not able to afford for such high-end PCs for playing games at competitive level. So, so I think that uh, PUBG banning will take this 2 years backward actually.
No,
So,
that is your perception. Agreed with you, but it is your perception. Either I am disputing it. That is your perception, correct? So nothing will take us back. I can tell you one thing. There is no going back. Okay, whether you are going to be in the track or you are going to be outside the track, that is only. So India is going to grow, and India is going to go explode, not grow. It is going to explode. See, the thing is, the same people, like if you are a electronics and communication engineer, or electronics and instrumentation, or a computer science engineer, you can do this as a project itself. You need not do it as a year. You need not wait for the fourth year to do this project. You go and convince your HOD. If you convince your HOD is ready to offer the facilities to you to do the trials and to do the testing. Okay, you know about myself. I'm talking about some 35 years before. 1986, I completed my engineering. 1988, I did my master's in production engineering. Production engineering, you know what was my project report? My project report is production of polyethylene terephthalate containers, that is PET containers. That's only 2 people in the India knows about PET containers that time. 1988, that was my project report. My people told me PET containers, that is plastic bottles, because that time unbreakable plastics is a big sense. Whereas when I went and told my HOD, I want to do my project only on this. This is going to rule the world at a later date. People didn't believe me. How a production engineer can talk about plastics? Then I went and convinced my HOD. I got a permission. I did it. And later, I never expected that I'll join in Larsen and Toubro, where we produce injection molding machine to produce these bottles. And we exploded market. Okay, my intention was to give a solution, but our people wrongly used it. It's a single usage. Okay, but the people in India, we never give it back for recycling. The usage, the more and more lot of things have come. But what I'm trying to say is, if you are, that's the reason I told you it's your lifestyle. If your lifestyle is your passion driven with your vision and mission, you can convince anybody.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for taking our questions so patiently.
No
and
issues.
It's almost half an hour more than what we said. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And thank you so much, sir. Thank you very
I would
much.
like to conclude it. Thank you once again for all of you. And don't worry if you have any doubts. Okay, many people are like us are available. You can send an email to me at contact@drpskumar.com. And if you want to attend my webinar, you can go to drpskumar.com. There you register. Automatically, you get the links for attending it free webinars. And you would like to visit my YouTube channel, you can subscribe. You will get all the updates. But only one final thing I'll say, that don't consider your competition is within India. Second thing is, you are not going to be accepting it whatever comes to you. So you are going to upgrade and upskill every day. And you are the only people the entire India is hoping on, that you will be taking us to the greater heights. Okay. Wishing you all success. Thank you so much.
Great, sir. That was a great message for our students. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, all of you.